What's going on, everybody? It's me again for episode 3 of Heather's World of Disney. Yeehaw! Alright, so this week's episode, I know I haven't updated in a while, but I think I've decided that I'm going to do it every other week just because of my work schedule and because I'm tired and just because I feel like I've run out of things to talk about, but that might not be true. Whatever. So we'll see what happens. But here's episode 3. I'm labeling this episode the good, the bad, and the ugly. You will see why. So I'm going to start backwards. I'm going to start with the ugly. So ugly is pretty simple. It's just that my feet hurt and they're getting kind of beat up while at work. Yeah, I worked 10 days in a row and my shortest shift was like 6.5 hours. So my feet would be hurting a lot, but luckily my roommate Marcy just got a foot massager, so I've been using that a lot, so very nice. Alright, so that's the ugly. Moving on to the bad. It's gonna be a short list. So the bad is pretty much that things have been breaking on me. I know. Some of you already know this, but I got a flat tire on my way home from work the one time, and of course it wasn't like during the day. No, it was at like 12:30 in the morning that I was driving back, you know. So luckily Disney security was there, and so we called AAA. The security guy helped me change the spare. AAA filled the spare with air and everything. So I did get home that night, and then I did get a new tire. So that's done, hopefully. But the other bad is that things are breaking on me is that our microwave keeps breaking. It broke for the second time since we've been here yesterday. So we'll see how that goes. So other than things breaking on me, the only bad has been some of the guests. The one thing that I've been loving so far about my job is like guest interaction and everything. But I don't know if it was just because it was a holiday or what, but the guests were just mean this week. I don't know. I think it was just because, it was 4th of July, it was hot, it was really crowded, people didn't feel like waiting for anything, so, but that's okay. It's all good. So, nothing too dramatic or anything. But yeah, the guests have been interesting this week, to say the least. And we still have I don't know if I told you about this, but we have Brazilian tour groups coming here. So these tour groups have like minimum of like 200 people in it. So it's crazy. Like they literally just line the streets. It's nuts. So other than that, not too much bad going on, So on to the good. Yay! The good is really cool this week. So some of the cool things that have been happening is it was 4th of July this week, and I had an amazing 4th of July. Tuesday of this week, I was working in the theater, and I was done at 10:15, but they let you clock out 15 minutes early, so because they give you walk time to get back to the bus and everything. So I clocked out at like 10 o'clock. I go out the theater where I work to backstage, and I see that they have it like not roped off, but they have like those little steel things up to block it off. And I'm like, oh, what's going on and everything. And then I realize, oh yeah, the fireworks are going on. Oh hey. So I'm just standing there watching the fireworks. Then all of a sudden I look to my left. All the princesses from the theater that work there are there. So I'm just like, alright, gonna watch the fireworks with the princesses. Very cool. So that was a really cool thing to watch the fireworks because it's different. Normally they have the show Wishes, but this week they replaced it with a show called Celebrate America. We've been saying Celebrate America. But they've replaced it with it's like a 4th of July, like really Americana show and everything. So I watched that on Tuesday. Then Wednesday was really fun because I was done work at 7 o'clock. So I went down the Utilidors, changed from my costume to my street clothes, and then I went up and played in the park the rest of the night because the park was open until 1 a.m. on the day of 4th of July. So that was really cool. I went to the new Main Street Bakery, which now serves Starbucks products. We don't say it's a Starbucks because it's not. it's Main Street Bakery. We always get mad at people because they're like, where's the Starbucks? We're like, no, it's Main Street Bakery. But anyway, so I got that. I had this like cinnamon crumb cake thing. It was delicious. And of course I got a hot chocolate, and I know everyone's like, why are you getting a hot chocolate in the beginning of July? And you know what? I just love hot chocolate, so you can deal. And people still drink coffee in the summer, so I mean, it's both hot drinks, whatever. But anyway, so I went there. I highly recommend going there if you're ever down here. Very cool. And then what else did I do? I actually did a lot of stuff. I went on some rides. I went on like just random stuff. I went on like Mickey's Filler Magic. I did Country Bear Jamboree. Very cool. And then I did some of the newer stuff in New Fantasyland and Storybook Circus. I did Enchanted Tales with Belle. That was kind of cute and everything. And then the really cool thing was one of my roommates is a character performer, so she was being friends with Daisy that night. So I went to, it's called Pete Silly Sideshow and everything in Storybook Circus, and I got to see her. I took pictures with her being Daisy, and like we totally were just like playing around, and everyone in the line was like, what's going on? And I'm like, yeah, you're jealous, I'm roommates with Daisy, yeah, you know. But yeah, that was really cool to see her in action and everything, and so that was a lot of fun. We were literally like dancing in the room and everything, so that was really cool. What else? Oh, and then of course I watched the fireworks again, but this time in front of the castle. And yeah, and that kind of leads me to my Disney fun fact for this week. I actually have two. The first one deals with the castle. I found out that there is a hidden Mickey on the castle. I was like, well, I was just standing there waiting for the fireworks, and this one guy in this family goes, "Oh, do you see the hidden Mickey?" And I'm just like eavesdropping. I'm like, "Where is it? Where is it?" And then he told them where it was, and I was like, "Oh my god, I've seen this castle how many freaking times, and I've never noticed the hidden Mickey." But if you're ever looking at a picture of it, there's two windows on the front of the castle. It's literally right above the windows. Everyone's gonna go to Google Image now, I bet. And just look it up. But yeah, it's right above like these two windows that are next to each other. So that's my first Disney fun fact. And my second one has to do with the Main Street Electrical Parade. That's the nighttime parade that we have here. And the first float in the parade is a Tinkerbell float. So at the one point she has like a wand, and she goes like this, and all this pixie dust, it's not really pixie dust, but it's like, it looks like pixie dust in the lights, goes around. And on every single float after it, all of a sudden you'll just see like yellow lights going like in swirls. That's Tinkerbell's pixie dust. Never noticed that. Seen that parade a million times. One of my coworkers actually told me that one. So yeah, next time you're watching the parade and you see like yellow swirls going by on a float, that's Tinkerbell's pixie dust from when she started it at the beginning of the parade. So yeah. So yay, Disney fun facts. So my last good thing that I got to do this week was I got to use my Disney cast member discount for the first time in purchasing something. So I went shopping when I was playing in the park, and I got, okay, so no judgment, but I got a Roo. I'm sorry. I saw Roo in UK in Epcot, and I was like, oh my god, they never have Roo, because they just have like Pooh and Tigger. So I saw him again at the Winnie the Pooh ride, so I had to get him. So no judgment, but I got a Roo. And I also got a cool sweatshirt. Let me turn the camera around. I laid it on my bed. But it's Mickey and Walt on Main Street. This is actually in Main Street, California, but I still thought it was cool. It just says Main Street, USA, Magic Kingdom. Then on the front, it's like a little Mickey and Walt, and it says the same thing. I just thought it was really neat because I work on Main Street, so it was really cool to get that. So I just felt cool, like showing them my ID, be like, you guys give a cast member discount, don't you? All right, bring it up. All right, so I think that pretty much wraps it up for this week's episode. Like I said, I think I'm gonna start doing it every other week. So stay tuned, stay posted. Next week, I totally forgot when I started doing this.